Well, my name's Heather Christofk, and I'm a scientist here at UCLA. My lab works on cancer metabolism. We study how the metabolic processes in cancer cells are different than those found in normal cells. And our goal is to understand the altered metabolism in cancer in order to develop new treatments for cancer patients.
So this is glucose right here, and glucose is used by growing cells, important for growth of cancer cells. And my lab studies how cancer cells choose to use the glucose they take up and how that contributes to their growth.
I grew up in San Diego, and I actually went to UCLA for college, and it's fun to be back here now as a professor. Sometimes people ask me if I'm a student, and I forget that I'm not.
This will be exciting, get this.
I mean, voila.
My interest in science began when I was very young, but grew as I got older. I remember as a child being very interested in nature and interested in why leaves on different trees look different from one another, and why certain animals were able to grow much bigger than others. I remember being interested in that even as a young kid. And I think I started becoming more and more interested in science, or more directed towards science, as I learned about other disciplines and realized that other disciplines don't have clear answers. And that's one reason why I like science, is you can, if you design your experiments correctly, you can learn something from them.
Our findings are more novel.
Oh, that's good. So I became especially interested in cancer research. When I was 8 years old, I lost a childhood friend to brain cancer. And I was especially interested in trying to do research on this disease, given that past experience. The work that I do can help people. And there's nothing, when you're choosing what job you want to have, you can spend a lot of your life doing a job that makes you a lot of money. But is that going to be enough for you? It wouldn't be enough for me, actually. I love that my time is spent not only making a living, but also potentially helping other people and helping us all understand more about our bodies.
This is a model schematic demonstrating how we've discovered that adenovirus reprograms host cell metabolism. So this metabolic transition to increase glucose metabolism that happens during adenovirus infection actually enables the virus to replicate.
Lab life is actually great. Our lab is like a family. We actually like working together. It's fun to be discovering things together and sharing data and talking about it and coming up with new ideas. And I love working with students. It makes me feel like a student too. I feel like we're all learning together.
So it's like almost there.
Great, I look forward to seeing it. All right. Science is fun. I get to see results of experiments and help design experiments. And there's nothing more rewarding than figuring things out. I see that enthusiasm in everybody in my lab. It's something that I think science selects for. It's people who get excited about figuring things out. So my hopes and dreams are to eradicate cancer. It sounds ambitious, but I think doable. It's interesting, my mentor predicts that less people will die of cancer. It's not going to happen all of a sudden. There's not going to be a magic pill that cures all cancer. I agree with him that that's probably how it will happen. Because of how our clinical trials are designed, only the very sickest patients get the drugs. And so they're already barely holding on. Once our treatments help those people a little bit, then they'll go to the people who at earlier stages, and it'll really cure them. So this is not that far off. In the near future, 10 years, 20 years, people will stop dying of cancer. I look forward to that. That's my goal. That's my lab's goal. And we hope that through bettering our understanding of cancer metabolism, that we can contribute to that goal. What I would say to young people who think they might be interested in being a scientist is try it. You have to try it. If you like science in school, if you like math in school, you should try doing research in college. You might love it. This is a really wonderful career for people who are curious. It's not what you might think without having tried it. You might think that scientists are people who are antisocial and work by themselves, and that's not true. Scientists are social. We work together to discover important things that can impact human health. You might be the next person to discover a cure for a disease that affects lots of people. Being a scientist and doing scientific research is not anything like what you learn in science classes in high school. Being a scientist means that you're discovering new things, that you're doing experiments that go into the textbooks. It's actually not the same. And I worry that students might not think that they like science because reading a science textbook seems kind of boring to them. But being a scientist is completely different, and if you're interested in nature and you're curious about why people yawn, why do people yawn? Nobody really knows. Maybe you'll be the one to discover why people yawn. Try doing research in college, and this might be the career path for you.